Hello and welcome to Pock and Rob. In this video I'm going to be ranking my top Christmas songs of the 21st century. Rules for this are that I will not be including any covers or retreads or reinterpolations of previous Christmas songs, so there'll be no cover versions of Happy Christmas War Is Over or Last Christmas, none of that. It's partly inspired by an article that suggested that the most recent Christmas song that has truly taken over and become part of holiday tradition is actually Mariah Carey's All I Want for Christmas Is You, which is basically early 90s, and suggests that there's not really been any ones that have come out since that have done that. Now, I think there are great songs, but I do get the point that they haven't yet become traditional. Before I go into the list, I would remind you to subscribe if you've not already done so, to click the thumbs up to like the video and the bell for notifications of future content. There are 15 on the list, so we're going to start with number 15, which is Paul Heaton and Jackie Abbott's Christmas and Dad Wants Her Back. You may not even be aware that this even exists. It is on the 2-CD edition of Manchester Calling, their number one album from 2020. It was originally recorded and I believe released in 2019. They redid it in a slightly better version for 2020, which made it onto the second CD of the re-released deluxeified edition of Manchester Calling, and it's a really good Christmas song, worth checking out. Number 14, from the musical version of The Christmasaurus by Tom Fletcher, is The Nice List by Tom Fletcher. This is just a great little song sung by the child protagonist of the stage production, where they are listing all the stuff that being on the nice list means, and then at the end of each verse there's this little hidden thing, P.S. I want a puppy, or P.S. I want a pony, and it's really, really kind of sweet and very childlike. The Nice List is a really good song from that. And number 13 came out last year, I believe, on her second festive album. It's Kelly Clarkson with Christmas Isn't Cancelled, Just You. One of those great little slightly snarky sideways looks at the Christmas traditions and basically an unpleasant boyfriend. This is the kind of thing that harks back for me to the greatest Christmas song, which is Fairy Tale of New York, and that verse of You're a Bum, You're a Punk, which is cancelled, ironically enough, but Christmas Isn't Cancelled, Just You by Kelly Clarkson at 13. Number 12 is a track from an album that I mentioned on a video just a couple of weeks back, and that was Christmas with the Fizz. I said what a fun album it is. I also mentioned that there are some originals on here that are absolutely terrific, one of which is by Kyla Stroud, which is Cheryl Baker's daughter. It's So Christmas. It's a really traditional sounding Christmas song, and it's really enjoyable. So Christmas at number 12. Number 11, we're back with slightly snarky left fieldness with Krampus by the Lathams. Now, this one is referencing Christmas won't be coming this year. And I like the Lathams. I like their style. I like their sound. I like both of their albums. And Krampus bridges the gap between How Beautiful Life Can Be and From Nothing to a Little Bit More. And it's just, it's in the Grinch territory. You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch. It's one of my favourite holiday songs, because I like that little twistedness in it. Krampus by the Lathams at number 11. And number 10 is a song you almost certainly won't have heard, but you will get a link to the YouTube video in there. Just to say, there will also be a link to a Spotify list of the 15 songs, so you can go and listen to this over the festive period to your heart content. But at number 10, by Real Life Church, is That Night. Now, I know the people who wrote this song. I played on its first public airing on stage. And there is a professionally done recording of it, which shows what a really traditional sounding Christmas carol, modern carol, sounds like. That Night at number 10. Go and check it out. Follow the links in the description below and to the Spotify list, because it's a lovely new Christmas carol. Number 10, That Night by Real Life Church. And number 9 is Santa Tell Me by Ariana Grande. Santa Tell Me is just a really positive, fun song. I think this is going to get cover versions. I think this is going to start to put the lie to the whole Mariah Carey has the last great Christmas song that everybody knows and loves. I think Santa Tell Me is a candidate to do that. And I'll place that at number 9. At number 8, I'm returning to the Christmasaurus. So it's a Tom Fletcher song, and it's Christmas Makes Me Sick. This is another snarky one. I like my snarky Christmas songs that subvert the expectations. And this is just really, really good fun. And the Christmasaurus musical, as much as the book is fun, the Christmasaurus musical has got great musical style stuff with it. And this fits that. It's the villain song. One of the villain songs, actually. I believe there's more than one. And I like Tom Fletcher's writing. I've become quite an admirer recently of McFly. Christmas Makes Me Sick by Tom Fletcher at number 8. At number 7, a song that prompted me to consider doing this list in the first place. My son's favourite band is 21 Pilots, and they did a Christmas song in 2020 called Christmas Saves the Year. I had to check it out. It's quite a lo-fi sounding recording. It does all reference the whole year of pandemic and self-isolation and all of that, and that Christmas saves our feelings that year. And it's a lovely, lovely song. Worth checking out. Christmas Saves the Year by 21 Pilots at number 7. And number 6 is the next song that I think could be challenging Mariah Carey's crown. It's Kelly Clarkson again, her second appearance, for Underneath the Tree. This has all of the Phil Spector-iness that you get from Phil Spector's Christmas album. The shanglanging bells and the upbeat, bouncy fun. Underneath the Tree by Kelly Clarkson. I think it's, again, that and the Ariana Grande one, I think will become proper perennial favourites. And number 5, a very personal lyric, given the fact that the person who wrote this actually lived on one. It's Christmas Tree Farm by Taylor Swift. First of all, it's a Taylor Swift pop song. And when she gets it right, she gets it really right. And she gets it right on Christmas Tree Farm. And it starts off with that 50s style, slow, pre-song verse, and then we kick into the life on a Christmas tree farm. And if you watch the video, it's all snapshots of her Christmases growing up on a Christmas tree farm. A great song, placed it at number 5. At number 4, I have placed a song called It Was Not a Silent Night. This is also by Real Life Church. And not only did I play on its first public airing on a stage, I recorded its first public airing on YouTube, and I recorded the official version of it because I wrote it. I mentioned this a couple of years ago, that modesty forbade me from including it in my Song of the Year contenders, but this is about Christmas, and this is my Christmas carol. If this video and all of you who watch it were to share it, who knows where this song could go. It Was Not a Silent Night by Real Life Church and written by me is my number 4. So I've placed 3 21st century songs above my own. I'm not that much of a narcissist, because at number 3 I have placed from Christmas with the Fizz the opening track, Don't Start Without Me. Just what a way to open any album, let alone a Christmas album, and it's just really good fun. It would have fit on any Fizz album in my opinion, but it's in place here. We're talking about people going home at Christmas time and getting stuck, and they don't want the party to start without them. Really good, fun Christmas song. Number 2 is the only genuine contender on this list for already having passed into regular appearance and usage and becoming part of the tradition. It's The Darkness with Christmas Time Down at the Bell's End. There was a time I did not like this. I was not fond of The Darkness. It's hugely grown in the last 20 years. And I find it now a shame that this wasn't a number 1 hit single, because it's just so enjoyable. It's so much fun. There's even a joke in it. Don't Let the Bells End has got a little bit of a pun inside it if you really want a risque pun, which really is in keeping with The Darkness. Don't Let the Bells End. It's my number 2. Which means that the very song that says that people aren't writing songs like these anymore is what I've placed at number 1, and it is Once Upon a Christmas Song by Geraldine McEwen, otherwise known as Peter Kay. And when you listen to the song, and if you happen to know who wrote it, Peter co-wrote half of it, the other half was written by Gary Barlow. And when you listen to the song, you hear Barlow's fingers all over it. The chord changes, the style, the feel. And it's a shame. He did an album 2 years ago, Gary Barlow, of Christmas stuff. He didn't do a cover of his own song, because actually the original is now eminently cancelable, because you've got Peter Kay playing a woman who's actually a trans woman in the mock-up sob story joke thing that they did about the X Factor. But the Christmas song itself, you'll be singing it over and over and over again. It's possibly one of the most underrated Christmas songs going. Once Upon a Christmas Song by Peter Kay as Geraldine McEwen is my favourite 21st century Christmas song. So that concludes my top 15. If you enjoyed it, please leave a thumbs up. Subscribe if you've not already done so, and click the bell to receive notifications of future content. We have passed the 100 subscribers, and I said I'd do something special. Keep your eyes peeled for that. You'll definitely need to click the bell to get notifications as I put out what's going to happen, but it will be a live stream in the new year, and what I'm intending doing is I'm going to tier list every single number one UK pop single from the 1980s. But until next time, thanks for watching.